The movie opens in Pittsburgh, 1999. We're introduced to young Gemma, who washes her own clothes, takes the trash outside, and cooks a meal for herself. Later that night, she sits down to do her schoolwork, using a flashlight to see in the dark. Just then, her mother, Ingrid, comes into Gemma's room, looking deeply troubled and mentally unstable. Ingrid asks Gemma, "Did you go to school today?" Gemma replies, "Yes, Mom, I went to school today." Ingrid then tells her, "You must be hungry. I'll make you something to eat." But Gemma tells her, "I've already eaten." Ingrid then leaves Gemma's room. As soon as she does, Gemma quickly closes the door behind her. She looks extremely frightened and grips her flashlight tightly with both hands. Later, Ingrid's screaming wakes Gemma up. When Gemma looks down, she realizes that the flashlight is no longer in her hands. After that, she goes to Ingrid, who is attacking an unseen force with a knife and telling it to leave. Ingrid then goes into the bathroom with Gemma following close behind. Ingrid tells Gemma, "Watch me," before repeatedly smashing her head against the bathroom wall. Before Gemma can reach her, an unseen force closes the bathroom door. Moments later, Gemma sees Ingrid's blood on the floor. Next, we see Gemma as an adult working as a dentist. She also has a daughter named Maya. Gemma is still living in her mother's house and keeps all of her old belongings, along with her mother's possessions, packed away in a storage room. Maya tells her it's time to donate everything, pointing out that the room has basically turned into a junkyard. She opens one of the boxes and finds a framed photo of Gemma and Ingrid inside. She asks Gemma, "That's my grandma, right?" Gemma tells her, "Put the photo back where you found it." Maya then asks, "When will you tell me about my grandma?" Gemma replies, "I'll tell you about her when you're older." Maya also finds an evidence bag inside the same box and asks Gemma, "Did something bad happen to Grandma?" Gemma replies, "Yeah, something like that." Maya then opens the evidence bag and finds a ring that belonged to Ingrid. As soon as she picks it up, Gemma quickly takes it away from her. Next, in the middle of the night, we see an elderly man and two elderly women standing outside Gemma's house. That night, Gemma enters the further through astral projection. In this state, she hears a voice and gets out of bed to investigate. Her foot catches on a flashlight, sending it under her bed. Gemma looks closely and realizes it's the exact flashlight she lost as a child. She reaches out to grab it, but accidentally pushes it farther away. In its beam, Gemma sees a pair of frightening feet. Suddenly, they disappear. She retrieves the flashlight from under her bed and comes out of her room. She notices the telephone receiver lying on the dining table. She walks over, picks it up, and holds it to her ear. Suddenly, a creepy voice comes through the receiver saying, "The door is open." Seconds later, she hears Ingrid's voice coming through the same receiver saying, "Come quickly and open the door. I need your help." Gemma slowly makes her way toward the bathroom. As soon as she opens the bathroom door and looks inside, Ingrid's spirit suddenly appears behind her and says, "Watch me." Scared, Gemma starts running away, but right then Maya wakes her from her sleep. The next morning, Gemma is walking Maya to school along the sidewalk when they run into their neighbor. Meanwhile, the elderly man and two elderly women who were standing outside Gemma's house the previous night walk past them on the sidewalk. Gemma's neighbor's dog suddenly starts barking at the trio. Maya sees them and asks Gemma, "Who are they?" Gemma simply replies, "They're just some old people out for their morning walk." Gemma and Maya then say goodbye to their neighbor and continue walking to school. Just then, Maya looks back at the three elderly figures, and all of them give her a creepy smile. While Gemma is cleaning her police officer boyfriend Nick's teeth at the clinic, she suddenly sees Ingrid in the dental mirror. The sight of Ingrid startles Gemma. Nick asks her, "Are you okay?" Gemma replies, "I didn't sleep well last night, so I'm feeling a little tired." Nick then asks, "Did you have a bad dream?" Gemma tells him, "Yeah, I dreamed about my mother. She looked exactly the way she did when she died." Nick tells Gemma, "I don't know how you can keep living in that house." Gemma replies, "That house means a lot to me. I inherited it, and I'll never leave it." That night, Gemma unwittingly astral projects right back into the further. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, a toy shaped like teeth rolls out of the pillow fort Maya made. Thinking Maya is inside, Gemma crawls in, but Maya isn't there. Instead, the fort transforms into a long pillow tunnel. Gemma moves forward, but suddenly, the spirits of the elderly trio attack her. She tries to escape, but the tunnel is completely closed off on all sides, leaving her with no way out. She spots a small crack in the tunnel wall and slips inside. While she is hiding there, the elderly man's spirit approaches her, places her mother's jewelry in her hand, and whispers, "He's coming for you." Right at that moment, Gemma gasps and snaps out of her astral projection. She is still holding the same piece of her mother's jewelry that the elderly man's spirit gave her. The next day, Gemma goes to the clinic and sees the same elderly man there. As she is about to clean his teeth, she asks him, "I saw you near my house," but he doesn't respond. When Gemma looks at the monitor, she is shocked to see another set of jaws appear inside the elderly man's mouth. She quickly checks his mouth, but the second set of jaws bites her finger. Gemma jolts in pain, hits her head on the X-ray machine, and collapses unconscious. This sends her astral form plummeting back into the familiar darkness of the Further. Inside the Further, Gemma is surrounded by an eerie horde of wandering spirits throughout the clinic. Among them, she spots the spirit of a little girl holding a box filled with human teeth. The little girl chillingly asks Gemma, "Where is my toy?" before flashing a sinister smile. Just then, a male spirit grabs Gemma by the head and slams her down into a chair. He is about to pull Gemma's teeth out with a dental tool, but before he can do so, their ruler, a terrifyingly powerful spirit named Cyrus, intervenes and stops him. Cyrus orders him to wait until Gemma dies before taking her teeth. The three elderly people then arrive and bow to Cyrus in greeting. Another spirit moves toward Gemma to attack her, but Elise suddenly arrives and attacks the spirit, knocking it to the ground. She then gives Gemma a book and tells her, "Meet me in the human world. Now, hurry and return to your body." Gemma quickly returns to her body. She follows the address written in the book and arrives at a tattoo shop. She goes inside and meets Claire, the owner of the shop. Claire tells Gemma, "Elise told me you were coming." Gemma asks Claire, "Where is Elise?" Claire then tells her that Elise died in 2011 and is now in the Further. Claire starts the music and tells Gemma, "This music allows me to enter the Further. If I start talking, you'll know that Elise is speaking to you." Claire then puts on a suit to protect herself from the spirits and tells Gemma, "As soon as the alarm goes off, remove the headphones from my ears because if I stay into the Further for too long, the other spirits will be able to smell my body." Just then, Elise possesses Claire and speaks to Gemma through her. Gemma tells Elise, "I need your help. Lately, I've been having dark and intense dreams, and my daughter has started worrying because of me." Gemma then asks Elise, "I want to know why all of this is happening to me." Elise tells Gemma, "I'll help you, but you need to understand that all of this is happening to you in your dreams. You're a traveler. A few weeks ago, I helped the Lambert family, yet they were slow to realize that a threat was looming over them. To protect themselves from the evil spirits, they closed the demonic door. But when one demonic door closes, another one opens. Then, a spirit that had been trapped for centuries came through that door. She is an extremely powerful and dangerous spirit named Cyrus. She now knows that you can enter the Further and bring anything from the Further into the human world. You're a courier. She wants to use you to bring every spirit trapped in the Further into this world because she has promised each of them that she will bring them out of the Further and into the human world." Elise tells Gemma, "He's after you. He'll take you into the Further and use you to come into this world." Gemma then tells Elise, "I don't go there myself. They pull me there." Elise tells Gemma, "Those three are her servants." Gemma is shocked to hear this and realizes that the three elderly people are Cyrus's servants. Before leaving, Elise tells Gemma, "You'll have to figure out how to protect yourself from those three. If they get close to you, your powers will grow stronger, making it easier for Cyrus to pull you into the Further. And if she makes it into this world, she'll use you to bring every spirit spirit from the further into this world. Gemma then calls Nick over to her house and tells him that Cyrus's 3 servants are behind everything that has been happening to her. She explains that they're using some kind of sedative gas that causes her to enter the further. Gemma tells Nick, "They're always keeping an eye on me, and their house is right across from mine. We need to take the gas tank from them." Nick then tells Gemma, "That's not a good idea. We'll have to think of something else." The next morning, Nick brings the elderly trio outside their house, while Gemma sneaks inside. She finds a TV playing with a large number of VCR tapes lying around it. Just then, Cyrus speaks to Gemma through the TV, telling her, "You're surrounded by spirits, and I've promised them that I'll get them out." Gemma angrily turns off the TV, but suddenly, Cyrus grabs her head from behind and licks Gemma's face with her tongue. Gemma screams. Hearing her scream, Nick rushes inside the house to save her. Gemma and Nick then look at the TV and realize that the top portion of it has disappeared. Gemma's ability has actually sent the top portion of the TV into the further, leaving Nick stunned. Later, Claire arrives at Gemma's house where Nick is also waiting. Elise has sent Claire there with a plan to protect Gemma from Cyrus and trap her back in the further. Claire explains to Gemma, "You'll fall asleep and those 3 will take you into the further. Once you reach the further, use your powers to bring Cyrus into this world, but your astral form will still be in the further, so find Elise immediately. Then, the 2 of you will make your way to the red door and go through it. That will take you both into the demonic world, and Cyrus will surely follow you there to get you. But there's one problem. The same 3 are guarding it." Claire then tells Nick, "That's when your part begins. The bodies of those 3 will be inside their house. You'll go there, shut off the gas, and wake them from their sleep. That will allow Gemma and Elise to cross through the door and enter the demonic world." Claire then explains to Gemma, "Once Cyrus enters that demonic world, I'll call out to you and guide you to the red door. As soon as you make it through the red door, close it immediately. That will trap Cyrus in the demonic world forever, and everything will be okay after that." Gemma then takes Maya to her neighbor and tells her, "She'll stay with you tonight. I have to go out for something." Gemma then returns home, falls asleep, and enters the further. There she finds Elise, and the 2 of them continue on until they reach Gemma's house. Gemma and Elise then enter the house where Gemma sees her mother and her younger self. This is the same scene we saw at the beginning of the movie. Gemma then sees Cyrus forcing Ingrid to bring her into the human world, but Ingrid refuses to do it. Cyrus then tells her, "If you can't bring me into the human world, Gemma will." To protect Gemma, Ingrid takes her own life. Gemma finally realizes the truth. She inherited this ability from Ingrid, and now Maya is also in danger because she has the same ability as Gemma. Meanwhile, Nick enters the elderly trio's house and finds their bodies. He repeatedly tases them, but they still don't wake up. The 3 servants then take Maya into the further as well. Cyrus finally uses Maya to enter the human world, and once there, she uses Maya to bring numerous other spirits into the human world. Just then, Gemma returns to her body and rushes to save Maya, but several spirits attack her along the way. Cyrus then tells those spirits, "Don't hurt her. Let her come to me." In the further, Elise finds the bodies of the 3 servants and possesses all 3 of them. They then arrive at Gemma's house. Cyrus asks them, "What are you doing here? You're supposed to be in the further." While Cyrus is talking to Gemma, the elderly man secretly picks up Maya, hands her to Nick, and closes the door. The 3 servants then return to their bodies. Cyrus tells them, "I gave you such a simple task, and you couldn't even do that." She then kills all 3 of them. The spirits begin breaking out of Gemma's house. Gemma uses her powers to send all of them back into the further. Furious that Cyrus failed to keep her promise, the spirits turn on her and kill her. Gemma's house is then pulled into the further as well. Just then, Maya runs over to Gemma, embraces her, and says, "You saved me." And with that, the movie comes to an end.